Hi guys. Okay, so your second activity for this lesson is a song called An Austrian Went Yodeling. And there may be some words in that you don't quite understand, so I'll explain them to you, but it's a really fun song, and it's actually in triple meter, which if you did my lesson that had Oh My Fish in the Sky, we learned about triple meter and how we have to count to 3 the whole time. So we will be counting to 3, and we're gonna sing a song about an Austrian who went yodeling. So stay tuned for that and keep on watching. Okay, so first let's define some terms. An Austrian, in this case, is a person from the country of Austria, which is a country in Europe over kind of by Germany, and they are going yodeling. And some of you might have heard of yodeling, if only because of that little boy who was yodeling in Walmart, but it's a type of singing. We're gonna be doing a little bit of that in this song, but this Austrian is going up to the top of a mountain to do his yodeling or her yodeling, and he or she encounters some unfortunate events that happen during this song. It's actually kind of a long song, so I've limited it to 3 verses, but if you like it and you want to hear more, just let me know via FlipGrid. But you have to learn a little ostinato, a little rhythmic pattern first, and then I'll teach you the song. So again, we're counting to 3. In Oh My Fish in the Sky, we clapped. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a little bit trickier. If you are having trouble with it, you can just do a regular clap, but we're gonna do pat, clap, snap. That's gonna be our 3, which also kind of reminds me of the game of 7, so it's all kind of getting tied together. So it's pat, clap, snap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You're just kind of making circles with your hands the whole time. And then there's some other hand motions. You're gonna do the sound of an avalanche, which is when all the snow falls off the mountain, and that goes like this, rumble, rumble. There's gonna be a skier, whoosh, and a bear, rawr, rawr. So get those hands ready to go, and then I'm gonna teach you the words to the song. Okay, so I brought my Promethean board back in here. Here's the words to the song, and these slides are underneath this video. Again, there's 3 verses that I'm gonna teach you today, but there are more. He encounters more things up there on the mountain. But there's the title, An Austrian Went Yodeling, and it goes like this. An Austrian went yodeling on a mountain so high, when along came an avalanche interrupting his cry. And then we yodel. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, ho-la-ra, hoo-hoo, rumble, rumble. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, ho-la-ra, hoo-hoo, rumble, rumble. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, ho-la-ra, hoo-hoo, rumble, rumble. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, hoo. So you recognize some yodeling there? And I know that seems tricky, but because it's so repetitive, we would do it over and over and over again, and then it would get stuck in your head. But we have to add the hands. So again, I'm gonna go to my lap, I think, because when I tap the table, it shakes the camera. So we're gonna go pat, clap, snap. An Austrian went yodeling on a mountain so high, when along came an avalanche interrupting his cry. Oh, I forgot, there's a drum roll part. You get to do a drum roll. Holy ah. And then we start our yodels. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, ho-la-ra, hoo-hoo, rumble, rumble. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, ho-la-ra, hoo-hoo, rumble, rumble. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, ho-la-ra, hoo-hoo, rumble, rumble. Ho-la-ra, hee-hee-oh, hoo. And then we would start the whole song over again, and I'll show you how that goes, because the situation gets progressively worse for this poor yodeler. Okay, so on slide 2, you will see what the Austrian encounters next, which is the skier, and that's the whoosh sound effect that I showed you earlier. But instead of just doing whoosh, you're gonna do the skier plus the avalanche, so both things. So you go whoosh, rumble, rumble. So in the middle of the yodeling, you put in the sound effect for the skier and the sound effect for the avalanche. So as you can see, I think there's like 8 verses to this song, and you have to remember all the sound effects in a row as you build on it. So that's why we're only doing 3 today, but if you wanna hear more, there are more verses to the song. So let's do verse 2, a skier. Start on your lap. An Austrian went yodeling on a mountain so high, when along came a skier interrupting his cry. Do your drum roll. Holy ah. whoosh, rumble, rumble. Hola, hee hee, oh, hola, hoo hoo. Whoosh, rumble, rumble. Hola, hee hee, oh, hola, hoo hoo. Whoosh, rumble, rumble. Hola, hee hee, oh, hoo. All right, I'm gonna show you verse 3, and then that's where we're gonna stop for today because it's a little bit tricky. Again, at any time if you need to rewind this video and go back if it gets too hard, you can always do that, but I'm gonna move on to verse 3. Okay, so in the third verse of this song, our poor Austrian yodeler encounters a grizzly bear up on the mountain. So that sound effect is gonna be rawr, rawr. And then what comes next is the skier sound effect from verse 2, whoosh. And then the avalanche sound effect from verse 1, rumble, rumble. So it's bear, bear, skier, avalanche, avalanche. So rah, rah, whoosh, rumble, rumble. So we're gonna put all 3 of those things together, and then we're gonna be finished with this part of the song. But again, there's 8 verses total if you're interested. All right, here we go, verse 3. An Austrian went yodeling on a mountain so high, when along came a grizzly bear interrupting his cry. Drum roll, please. Holy-ah. Yodeling. Hola, hee hee, oh, hola, hoo hoo. Rah, rah, whoosh, rumble, rumble. Did you get that? That was tricky. Hola, hee hee, oh, hola, hoo hoo. Rah, rah, whoosh, rumble, rumble. Hola, hee hee, oh, hola, hoo hoo. Rah, rah, whoosh, rumble, rumble. Hola, hee hee, oh, hoo. So that's the first 3 verses. There's more if you want it. So if you can record any of that and send it to me on FlipGrid, I'd be curious to see it. Again, if the pattern is a little bit too tricky, you can work on it, or you can just do a normal clap. But that's an Austrian went yodeling. And then at the end, after we did all 8 verses, I would ask you to raise your hand and tell me all the things he encountered in order. And we would see if anybody could remember all the stuff that he sees up there on the mountain. So for this version, we're just doing avalanche, skier, and grizzly bear. So if you can get any of that on FlipGrid and let me see it, I would love it. There's still one more activity, so keep scrolling. Bye.